when you needed me, I was right there. Beside you, girl, yeah, without a care. I said, baby, baby, baby. Hey, no, girl. Sometimes when you're feeling low, all you got to do is call me. I'm simply beautiful. Hey, baby.
Check. Salute and welcome everybody to the Juneteenth celebration. My name is General Flint. Welcome everybody, welcome. We got food, beverages, all kinds of stuff going on. We got some great bands playing. I'm gonna be playing some old schools in between sets. And we're gonna have a beautiful day, word?
before I let go. Before I let go. You made me happy. This you can bear. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. We've had our good time. That's not to say, no. We've hurting each other. Girl, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Yeah. You know I thank the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing, nothing, nothing I would not do. Oh, no. You're the reason why I love you so. I don't want you to go. You're the girl who makes me feel so good. Cutie pie, you brighten my day. It's impossible for me to stay away. Lately, hazy, got my mind going around. Want you to know how much I love you so. Lately, hazy, got my mind going around. Want you to see how much you mean to me. You're the girl who makes me feel so good. Nothing but a cutie pie. Cutie pie, you really keep me up till I can't hardly get enough. You're the girl who makes me feel so good. Cutie pie, you're the reason why I'm full
Cruz. Hello, Santa Cruz. Happy Freedom Day. And welcome to the 30th Juneteenth here in Santa Cruz, California. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Anna Elizabeth, and I just have a few things to say before we get started. We want to acknowledge that we are standing on sacred land, the unceded territory of the Wawas speaking Yuipi tribe. The Ama Mutsun tribal band, comprised of descendants of indigenous people taken to missions of Santa Cruz and San Juan Bautista during Spanish colonialization of the Central Coast, are today working hard to restore traditional stewardship practices on these lands and heal from historical trauma. Formerly enslaved Black Americans are stolen people on a stolen land, and we are grateful to our indigenous brothers and sisters for what they have done to maintain this earth here. Thank you so much. I want to start by reading a poem that just came into our laps a couple of days ago from a poet who had been to Juneteenth and wrote this beautiful poem about Juneteenth. Her name is Deborah Turner, and she used to live here, and she lives in Philadelphia now. And she was a librarian at UCSC and a former county supervisor and on the Santa Cruz County Arts Commission. She wishes she could be here today to enjoy the festivities, and you can find her work, her latest book, actually at Bookshop Santa Cruz, which was nominated, this poem was nominated for a Pushcart Prize, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Some come for the music, some for something from nothing recipes, 2, 3 centuries old, nourishment like a hug from the ancestors. Some come to make money, some to spend. Made this one myself, half price today. Twinkle in her deep brown, spies the bill stamped black money. This time they really do reap what they sow. Some come for the crowds, some come for green, open space, warm, inviting talk, and a chance to see all in the absence of urgency. And the children run free, like schools of sardines, lacing the kelp like crowd in jubilee. And the ancestors smiling, whisper in trees, say, sun ray, ease my pain, let me rest in peace. Thank you. So we have a lot going on here today, and I just want to thank all the staff here at London Nelson Center who've helped make this happen. Yep, for 30 years. And right now I want to introduce our MCs. Thomas Sage Pedersen's mission is to inspire positive and lasting change in our local and global community. He's a thought leader primarily around subjects of personal development, politics, and social justice. Thomas is a very busy man here in Santa Cruz. He's the founder of the award-winning music school, Everyone's Music School. He's the founder of Speak for Change podcast and the host. He's the founder and leads the Black Kings of Santa Cruz, a Black men's group open to all Black men in the county. And he's a member of the steering committee for the Santa Cruz County Black Coalition for Justice and Racial Equity. And Thomas is also a member of the SC Equity CoLab and will be speaking tomorrow along with our other co-hosts at the Black Mural event tomorrow, a couple blocks away from here. He's based in Santa Cruz and loves living in the Redwoods with his beautiful wife. Our co-MC today is Isabella Bonner. That's right, and Isabella's come forward as in a very strong way in the last year as a young activist with a heart of passion and fire to help bring people together. She's the co-founder of the Black Surf Club Santa Cruz and actually a native of Santa Cruz itself. So please welcome Thomas and Bella to lead us through our day of liberation in our minds and our hearts, and give them a warm welcome. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. I'm Thomas, and this is Bella.
Hi, thanks for coming out today. We're super excited to be co-emceeing the annual London Nelson Juneteenth celebration together.
Hell yeah. And we want to thank all these beautiful vendors from coming out. We got the Black Health Matters over here. Give it up for them, man. They've been doing tons for the community. I'm going to be really loud. I'm used to podcasting. So, we've got the Ma over here. We've got some wonderful barbecue back here. Oh, man. I need them to save me a plate.
Yeah, that part. We also want to give a warm shout out to all of our sponsors that made this event possible today, starting with the City of Santa Cruz and the London Nelson Center staff. Thank you so much for creating this space for us.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so we're going to start with some pre-recorded content here, some videos. Enjoy the music from General Flint. Woo!
Enjoy the vendors. Yeah, have a great time.
All right.
Thank you again for coming out today. That was some footage from last weekend's Liberation Paddle Out. Thank you again to the City of Santa Cruz, the London Nelson Center, Sure Things Productions, and the Black Health Matters Initiative for making that possible. Next up, we have Chloe Gentile Montgomery, who's going to be here performing a poem from her chapbook. Chloe is a 22-year-old Black biracial poet from Santa Cruz. She recently published her poetry chapbook, Rustlings of the Spirit, where she explores topics of grief, healing, and reconnections with the self. Chloe graduated from Santa Clara University this year with a double major in ethnic studies and environmental science, which she's putting to use at Stanford's teacher education program, where she'll graduate in 2022. She aims to teach ethnic and social studies in public high schools. Give a warm round of applause for Chloe.
Thank you so much for that warm introduction, and I'm really excited to be here with you all in celebration of Juneteenth. So my name is Chloe. I'm going to be reading a few poems from my chapbook, Rustlings of the Spirit, and I chose a few poems that really remind me of what it feels like being in community with you all today. So I'm going to jump right into it with Interconnected. Our ancestors live in the white and golden light, dancing across the blue-green abundance of the ocean. Isn't the sea just a reflection of the stars? She paused, smiling. Aren't we? And then next I'm gonna read Spring. It's a beautiful, I guess summer day, but spring. The sun's rays lick across my neck and face seductively. A choir of birds each sing their own tune, the symphony carrying me into my morning. Spring, like all growth, creeps in, sneaking behind bloomed flowers, ducking under light rains, hiding her vibrant colors beneath cloudy gray skies until it is time to flaunt her beauty. Thank you. And next I'm going to be reading Love, and I have a lot of love for all of you. The feeling of the sun breaking through the clouds to dance across your back, smiles that ignite the eyes, action, commitment, effort, growth and acceptance, warm cheeks, sweaty hands, belly-aching laughter, the comforting plush embrace of a friend, singing birds, the shining of the sunrise, being, existing, living. And then I'm gonna read My Ancestors Dance. White petals glow golden, ancestors dancing, fluttering, twirling, flaunting their skirts as they float on the winds. My joyful ancestors sing, the prospect of rest and peace, young birds call the twittering beat. And I just want to acknowledge I really see ancestors in butterflies, and there's a lot of really beautiful butterflies out today, so just keep an eye out for that. And then my last poem that I'm gonna read is Community, and again, this just really echoes how I feel being with you all today. The wind makes gentle rivets in the lake as the green of the grass shines bright as light refracts into my eyes. Ducks take flight out of the water, wings slapping against the current, distant drums a heartbeat, a backdrop for the resounding laughter. This place is wealthy. Distinct voices babble into the background, the steps of those passing by, smooth and sure. This place is wealthy, wealthy with smiling black and brown faces. A young boy runs up and down the hillside, locks bouncing happily behind. A young girl, an entrepreneur, sells me lip gloss so these words may shine. The sun sends loving rays down on us. I see so much beauty in community, beauty in quantities overwhelming. Kept inside so long, kept apart, the new faces overwhelm and overjoy me together. Thank you all so much. If you want to buy my book, I have a few copies on me, so you can come find me, but it's also available at Bookshop Santa Cruz down the street. Thanks, love y'all. Happy Juneteenth.
That was beautiful, Chloe. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for Chloe. All right, everyone. This is such a beautiful event. More and more people keep showing up. And oh man, you guys look beautiful out there. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And I would like to thank Abby Mustafa and the SC Equity Co-Lab for being a sponsor of this event. And the Community Foundation of Santa Cruz County, thank you. All right, so our next guest is Kayla Ibarra, is an artist from Los Angeles who is also half of the band Lost Brownies. They have a lifelong passion for music, theater, and performance, having grown up doing theater, studying performance with the National Children's Chorus, and performing with UCSC's opera program. A fourth-year feminist studies major at UCSC, social justice and activism are also extremely important to them. And she's an amazing, amazing musician. She'll be playing with August Lee Stevens, is an artist from Hercules, California. August is grateful to have been able to perform the work with artists such as Grammy nominee Tammy Brown, Kev Choice, and drummer and lead singer for Nirvana and Foo Fighters David Grohl. Man, that's awesome. Her participation in the African American theater troupe at UCSC has allowed her to participate and perform at this event. All right, here's some. Can we get a round of applause for Kayla?
Practicing on left. I'll take right. I'll take right. I'll scoot up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot more this way.
Check, check, check.
Checking on the microphone.
If we can turn it down a little bit, yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh. I'm sorry. This ain't my first rodeo. It's okay, sorry. Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Woo.
What's up? I've got me and my bestie August over here.
Yay.
For you, we are going to be duetting Bob Marley's Redemption Song. So if you want to sing along, please, I know y'all know this song. So, Isaac, you better be singing this song with us. Period.
You better be front row.
Yeah, front row, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Don't get in front of her mama, though. She's recording. All right, you ready?
Okay.
So, cue us in. Hey, can we get sound up on the guitars a little bit? It's a little quiet. Mine's good. August is a little quiet. Can y'all hear that?
Can you hear guitar?
There we go. I can hear it now. Great. Old pirates, yes, they robbed by, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom, 'cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause if none of them can stop at the time, how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs. 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 These songs of freedom, songs of freedom, songs of
Thank you. Thank you very much. Period. Period. Woo. We don't talk about transition. That's good. I think I mean, the way we went with the vibe that we
Drums, please.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix. And if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run around and put your car on cruise and lay back, 'cause it's summertime. School is out and it's sort of a buzz. But back then I didn't really know what it was. But now I see what happened is the way that people respond to summer madness. The weather is hot and girls are dressing less and checking out the fellas to tell them who's best. Riding around in your Jeep or your Benzos, or in your Nissan sitting on Lorenzo's. Back in Philly, we be out in the park. A place called the Plateau is where everybody go. Guys out hunting and girls doing likewise. Honking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes. She turn around and see what you beeping at. It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac. And with a pen and pad, I compose this rhyme. There's a hippie with
Check, check, check.
Can it go up?
Oh, thank you. I'm probably gonna take it slow. Ba, 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 ba. So this next song is a Lauryn Hill song. It's Guarding the Gates. It's a little bit of a deep cut. Nice. Hey, hey, ooh, Got Kate on piano, David on drums, and August on backup. Woo! Everybody wants to know where you're going to, what you're running from, what you're going through, where you're coming from, what you're going through, where you're coming from. Everybody wants to know what you're gonna do, where you're going to, 'cause they wanna come where I'm showing you. Yes, they wanna come where I'm showing you. All that you can be is a spectacle, following after every single miracle. Watch them marvel at all the joy you had, but it's too important to have all the joy you have. What a tragedy. You can laugh at me, you can laugh at me, but I'm in love. Yes, I'm in love. Don't you wish you had real love? Yes, I'm in love. Trying to fix myself for society, trying to mix myself for society. But can you tell me where is love and anxiety? Can you tell me where is love and anxiety? What you say to me, I don't mind at all. What you say to me, I don't really care at all. 'Cause I'm in love. Don't you wish you had real love? Yes, I'm in love. Everybody wants to know where you're going to, 'cause they wanna come, or so they think until they find the cost of it, till they find out much you lost for it. And I do it all again, 'cause I found love. Yes, I found love. Don't you wish you had real love? I know you do. Yes, I'm in love. Everybody wants to know where you're going to, what you're running from, what you're going through, where you're coming from, what you're going through, where you're coming Thank you so much.
Oh man, can we get a round of applause for those guys one more time? Man, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Wait, no, Tyree. Oh, just music. Okay. All right, thank you guys for coming out. This just keeps growing and growing. What's up, Nativo? So I would like to thank the Reggie Stevens Foundation for making this happen, the Black Surf Club of Santa Cruz, Bella, woo! Tribe First, and Tia McCord. Yeah, woo! Her booth is right over there. So if you guys haven't got food yet, this barbecue over here is amazing. It's Word of Life barbecue. Yeah. Who here has gotten food yet? Raise your hand. How do you like it? Good? Just yell if it's good. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, and then Black Health Matters over here, they have been single-handedly, funding, not single-handedly, but have been bringing the community together. So can we get a round of applause for Black Health Matters over here? Good. All right, so we're gonna start hearing some music from DJ Flint over here. He's part of the Black Kings of Santa Cruz County, which is my organization, so that's a shameful plug that I'm doing. All right, have fun.
Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk, awake. Those who can relate know the world ain't kick. Jail bars ain't golden gates. Those who fake, they break. When they meet their 400-pound mate, if I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun in the ghetto, of course. When get the up and on their horse. Kick around drinking moonshine. I pour a sip on the concrete for the deceased, but no, don't weep. Wyclef's in a state of sleep, thinking about the robbery that I did last week. Money in the bag, banker look like a drag. I wanna play with pelicans from here to Baghdad. Gun blast, think fast, I think I'm hit. My girl pinched my hips to see if I still exist. I think not, I'll send a letter to my friends. A born again hooligan, only to be king again.
Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. Yo, I play my enemies like a game of chess where I rest. No stress if you don't smoke cess. Less, I must confess, my destinies manifest. In some cortex and sweats, I make tracks like I'm homeless. Rap orgies with Borgie and Best. Capture your bounty like Elliot Ness. Yes, bless you if you represent the fool, but I hex you with some witches brew if you do voodoo. I could do what you do, easy. Believe me, frontin' niggas give me heebie-jeebies. So while you imitating Al Capone, I be needing Simone and defecating on your microphone. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. You can't run away from these styles I got, oh baby. Hey baby, 'cause I got a lot, oh yeah. And anywhere you go, my whole crew gonna know, oh baby. Hey baby, you can't hide from the bag, oh no.
Ready or not, refugees taking over. The Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock roster. On the 12th hour, fly by in my bomber. Crews run for cover, now they under pushing up flowers. Super fly, true lies do or die. Toss me high, only puff fly with my crew from like high. I, refugee from Guantanamo Bay. Dance around the border like I'm Cassius Clay. Yes,
ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Yo, nobody.
Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Hey, yo, nobody.
Think it's time, Dad. I let you know exactly how I feel about the love that you pour on me. Share with me, unreservedly. I'm speaking to you, girl. I want you to know exactly how I feel about your love. I would say that your love is like a precious cream to me. So I would say milky and rich and substantially thick. Your cream is the kiss of the goddess. Somewhat of a myth or legend. Your cream is a beneficial gift which strengthens the brittle bones of my restless spirit. Unrequited passion has left my soul weak and hurt, not delighted. Simultaneously, your cream extracts a poisonous feeling of hurt, and quenches my thirst.
Oh, thank you. All right. So I made a mistake, and I need to correct that mistake. I'm sorry, folks. It's not DJ Flint. It's General Flint. I love you, bro. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Can we give it another round of applause for General Flint, though, man? He's been holding it down.
I wanted to do a shout out to the basketball clinic that we have going on over there. Everyone put your hands up at the basketball clinic.
Woo! I don't think they can. They're like, you know. All right. So how are you all feeling today? You guys feeling good? If you're feeling good, let's make some noise. Yeah, yeah. Juneteenth is now a national holiday. About time.
Woo!
Right? No, yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, so our next guest is is a personal friend of mine. He's also part of the Kings, and I'm honored to be the one to introduce him. He's been doing so much work in the community. He led numerous protests. My man. He's a community organizer and activist. He led the Juneteenth March in 2020 from London Nelson Center to Santa Cruz City Hall. He's currently one of the radio hosts of the Unheard Voices radio show on K-Squid. I think it's 90.7, right? 90.7. I mean, you guys should listen to that. He's doing amazing work with that. So thank you. I am honored to introduce Tyree Ritchie.
Hello, 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 hello. Can everyone hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Raise your fist up. Raise your fist up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, before I get started with my theme today, community power, that's going to be my theme of my speech today. I just want to do a quick survey of hands. As I've been doing a quick survey throughout the last year and see if you guys have been more educated. So, show of hands right now if you know every single city council member in Santa Cruz. Raise your hand. And that's not a bad thing, but that's what we're here for as a community, to educate each other. So that's why I wanted to know. How many of you know your county supervisor in your district? It should, every hand in this crowd should be raised today. Every hand should be raised in this crowd. As well as every hand should be raised to know every single council member in your community. That's very important when it comes to things such as legislation and policy moving forward. For instance, even a day like a Juneteenth, that was a political factor. That was a political decision that happened. And we need to know who our political figures are in making policies and decisions such as Juneteenth and creating further legislation moving forward with policing and other issues that we have in our community that's still systemic and still social issues that we're still dealing with. And to me, that's what community power is about, is we come together as a community like we're all doing today to celebrate such a beautiful federal holiday such as Juneteenth, which is very important. The second part of that community power is education. That's a very big key factor. You know, even though we have our mixed opinions about Juneteenth being a federal holiday, especially from the black perspective, because the one thing we don't want is we don't want things to be commodified. So we don't want this beautiful holiday that's celebrating the last freedom of enslaved black people to be commercialized in a sense of economic capitalistic gain. That's what we don't want. We want to continue the education moving forward. So for instance, we're celebrating the very first year that's a federal holiday, but think about 10 years from now when someone as little as that little girl walking around will run through this park 10 years from now, and she'll ask one of us as adults or one of our elders and say, why are we celebrating Juneteenth as a federal holiday? And that's what creates further education, which I hope we'll do moving forward. Having this as a federal holiday is creating education. That's what's the biggest key factor. And the reason why I'm saying education so hard right now is because even though Juneteenth is recognized as a federal holiday, we've been seeing what's been going on systemically around the country with critical race theory, as well as learn about the 1619 Project and learn about other systemic issues when it comes to black, brown, as well as indigenous communities. You've been hearing about what's been going on with the indigenous community as well, and that's the beauty of, I feel, what's important of this holiday first and foremost is continuing the education, is because even though politicians are going to try to ban teachers from teaching our children in the schools, it's up to us as community members to educate each other in the streets, if you know where I'm coming from. And the third goal is making change as a community moving forward. Now, we had a very big successful turnout during 2020 elections, the most powerful turnout we ever seen during 2020 elections. And right now, a lot of political leaders notice that. And the reason why I push for change is because you've been seeing around the country, once again, A lot of things has been happening. Voter suppression laws have been running rampant throughout the South. Even though they turned the South blue, they're trying to make sure it goes back red. So it's up to us, the community, to keep pushing that political education, knowing about who's your council members, learn about who's your local political figures in your district. It's because, you know, we could have had, even though as beautiful as I appreciate the name change of Loudon Nelson to London Nelson, you know, we need to have that more pressure to be like, we should have had this name change a long time ago, if you know where I'm coming from. And that's the change. That's community power. Because community power wouldn't have got us here today to recognize Juneteenth as a federal holiday, and community power wouldn't have honored this beautiful black male's name by changing the name rightfully so to his proper name, London Nelson. We wouldn't have community power without those two things happening. And so moving forward, that's going to be the goal, is community power. And that element, and those elements of community power is unity. Unity is very important because unfortunately we've been seeing a lot of resistance, a lot of hatefulness towards each other. You know, us coming back outside the pandemic, you know, we got a lot of social issues. We gotta re-socialize again. You know, we wouldn't have had this a year ago. You know what I mean? Coming together, eating amongst each other, congregating, meeting amongst each other, playing basketball here in the park. We wouldn't be having that, you know. So it's up to us as a community to further the unity amongst each other. And to create that unity comes education, which is the second step of community power. Coming together, talking to each other, you know, having a simple conversation, even today in the park, that's more education that you'll learn probably in your lifetime. So that's very key and very important to create these systemic changes and addressing and furthering bettering our community in much more needed ways, is doing education. And third is making change, and that change is political change, meaning that you can vote and you can advocate for voting. There's nothing wrong for voting, even if it doesn't go your way. You know, that's the power, because we had a lot of people who sacrificed over history for us to be here today fighting for things like voting rights and learning about political education. That's very important moving forward. And so I want y'all to say it with me, the three goals. I said it last year during Juneteenth, but the three goals today. What's the first one? Unity. The second goal, education. The third goal is make change together. So repeat it with me. What's the elements to community power? What's the second goal to community power? What's the third goal to community power? Nah, you gotta say it louder. I'm gonna make you do it one more time. What's the first one? What's the second one? What's the third one? Damn right. Excuse me. You certainly right. That's community power moving forward, and that's what we need to create moving forward in order for us to celebrate Juneteenth moving forward, in order to also commemorate the legacy of London Nelson, because that was the biggest thing he was keen on, was education and furthering the community moving forward. So that's what we need to do. Thank you.
If anybody is missing their dog. There's a golden retriever that is looking for their owners. So, named Sunny. Super cute, but we can't have him running around the park.
I know you will. Dance, sucker. Shine the spotlight on.
Oh, funk me.
Dance, no. Don't you know you out on Front Street? Get on down, no. Dancing, no.
General Flint. All right, hey everyone, everyone. Our next act. All right, can everyone see me? Can you give me a round of applause as you can hear? All right, that's better. All right, so our next act is Jennifer Taylor Daniels, who is a long... Yeah, let's give it a round. Yes. She's a longtime resident of Santa Cruz. She has performed at halftime for Santa Cruz Warriors and at the Kumba Jazz Center. She also appeared in several Cabrillo stage productions, including the upcoming big band show later this summer. She's thrilled to be here today. Come on up. And I just kind of want to give a shout out to her pianist. As a music teacher myself, I'm like, she is killing this. Killing this, man. I'm like, what is she doing over there? I need to figure that out. And you could find her, if you want to learn music from her, she's at Kate Elm Suzuki Piano Studio, which is an awesome program. So obviously, because she's killing it. All right, let's give a round of applause for Jennifer Taylor Daniels.
Hey there, everybody. So, I use the word advisedly, but Nina Simone was an articulate woman who wrote lots of words, not all of which I memorized for this song, so lyrics.
Go ahead.
The name of this tune is Mississippi Goddamn. And I mean every word. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi Goddamn. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi Goddamn. Can't you see it? Can't you feel it? It's all in the air. I can't take the pressure much longer. Somebody say a prayer. Can I get an amen? Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi Goddamn. This is the show tune, but the show hasn't been written for it yet. Hound dogs on my trail, school children sitting in jail, black cat cross my path. I think every day's gonna be my last. Lord have mercy on this land of mine. We're all gonna get it in due time. I don't belong here, I don't belong there. I've even stopped believing in prayer. Don't tell me, I'll tell you. Me and my people are just about due. I've been there, so I know. They keep on saying, go slow. But that's just the trouble. Too slow. Washing the windows. Too slow. Picking the cotton. Too slow. You're just plain rotten. Too slow. You're too damn lazy. Too slow. The thinking is crazy. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. Just try to do your very best. Stand up, be counted with all the rest. For everybody knows about Mississippi Goddamn. I bet you thought I was kidding. Picket lines, school boycotts. They try to say it's a communist plot. All I want is equality for my sister, my brother, my people, and me. Yes, you lied to me all these years. You told me to wash and clean my ears and talk real fine, just like a lady. And you'd stop calling me Sister Sadie. Oh, but this whole country is full of lies. You're all gonna die and die like flies. I don't trust you anymore. You keep on saying go slow, go slow. But that's just the trouble. Too slow. Desegregation. Too slow. Mass participation. Too slow. Reunification. Too slow. Do things gradually. Too slow. Just brings more tragedy. Too slow. Why don't you see it? Why don't you feel it? I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to live next to me. Just give me my equality. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Everybody knows about Alabama. Everybody knows about Minnesota. Goddamn! woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. There ain't nothing wrong with keeping your mind, with keeping your mind stayed on freedom. There ain't nothing wrong with keeping your mind stayed on freedom. There ain't nothing wrong with keeping your mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Take a solo, okay? Get ready for that call and response. I'm singing and praying with my mind. Let's hear it, people. Stayed on freedom. Stayed on freedom. We're singing and praying with our minds. Sing it with me. Stayed on freedom. Stayed on freedom. We're singing and praying with our minds. With all our minds. Stayed on freedom. Hallelujah. 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 Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Let's hear it one more time for Jennifer. That was awesome. All right. Next up, we have Io Banjo, who is a UCSC graduate and the first ever Black UCSC NAACP chapter president in UC history. So I would like to hear a warm round of applause for Io.
Thank you, Bella. Y'all, happy Juneteenth! Wow, all of these beautiful melanin faces. I'm so happy to be out here. Can we just say thank you to all of the organizers that organized this, the hosts, Thomas and Bella and Anna and all the whole team. Y'all really be showing out. Thank you so much to all the work that y'all do. Planning this for months. All right, y'all. I'm so excited to be out here. Today is a really special day. It's the day that we recognize 1862, which was when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, but it didn't actually go into effect and help all of these enslaved people come out of slavery until 1865, 3 years later. And so now we're here to celebrate liberation and joy and resilience of Black freedom. And as we've seen from 2008 to 2016, sometimes we go 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's sometimes just the reality of Black people. That's the reality of our lives, but that's also the reality of America. That's the reality of how progress is done, right? Black people, when they were emancipated, they were promised more than just freedom. They were promised 40 acres and a mule. They were promised economic opportunities. They were promised jobs. They were promised an integration into society. But we know that as soon as Black people were freed, they really just fell into a new type of slavery. But that was one that was controlled by slave patrols. Slave patrols who now have lineages to direct policing. And so when we talk about freedom, we also have to talk about the reality in which Black people were constrained by Black codes, by Jim Crow laws, by redlining, by the devaluation of their home ownership, by the GI Bill that didn't help them, by all of these policies that excluded Black people from being able to build wealth. So, although we achieved a level of freedom, we are still not fully free. We have so much more to go. We have so much more to do. And that includes making sure that Black people are a part of the economic development and prosperous of this country. We believe that at the end of our journey here as community members, as country members, as patriots of this country, that real patriotism means being an ally and being an advocate for every single part of that community, even if that community does not include you. So this week, Juneteenth became a national holiday. Awesome. Opal Lee and all of these activists have worked so hard to get us to this point. And that national holiday has to also reflect what people at Galveston, Texas, what they were excited about, what they were looking for, economic opportunities. So although we have a national holiday, we must also make sure that we're able to achieve the economic vision for our Black communities. That is also progress. So when we talk about what this opportunity can look like for Black people, all right? Look, every truth has a force. And Martin Luther King in the 1960s with a whole bunch of civil rights activists had given a speech saying, I have a dream that one day people will be able to gather not because of the color of their skin, but because of the content of their character. Look around us. We are that dream. We are that cross-racial coalition. But now, we must take up the mantle of our elders, of our ancestors, and ensure that we continue to finish the job that they weren't able to finish. What does that mean? First of all, it means making sure that you know that it's your responsibility to say to yourselves that you are the dream. Everyone say with me, we are the dream. That was not, no. I need everybody, I need to hear this across the country. Say it one more time. We are the dream. We are the dream. And on this day, we make a promise to each other to show up beyond just coming out to this event, but to make sure that we show up in every single facet and type of organizing, in city council meetings, making sure that we show up to elect Black people into office, Black progressive people into office, making sure that we're ensuring that our schools are safe for our little babies, for our boys and our girls, to make sure that we don't have over-policing and that we don't have violence in our communities, to make sure that we show up and that we continue the vision, we continue the journey that was started in the 1960s. We are the dream. Repeat after me. And on this day, we promise to ensure that policing is continued to be looked at in a way that is truly trying to build a model for our entire community. If one part of the community does not feel safe by the police, then we must ensure that we are able to change the models so that way it makes sure that we have safety for everyone. We need treatment-centered responses. When someone is having a mental health crisis, police don't need to be there. We send treatment. When the homelessness are going through whatever they're going through, we don't just send police to criminalize poverty. We send treatment. We send resources. We send support. Because that's what it means to be the dream. We are the dream. And on this day, we will question ourselves. Because to be fully showing up for the community, we must first show up for ourselves. We must question our intentions. Why are we out here today? What are we here to do? We're here to both celebrate the joy and organize for the pain that's going to come tomorrow. We have to do both because we are that dream. And if we truly believe in ourselves, if we truly believe that we can achieve this vision, this version of society, of the community, of the country, in which a cross-racial coalition can really come together, if we truly believe in that, then we must repeat after ourselves, I am the dream. We are the dream. Look around to your neighbors right now and say, I love you. I'm going to show up for you. And no matter how long it takes, we will achieve freedom for all. We are creating the future. We are a living history. It is not too late to make change. You can be 5 years old, you can be 85 years old, you still have the power to make a difference. So show up. When City Council is going to vote for a budget next week and is going to approve a whole bunch of funding into a policing model that we know has not been ensuring security for all our communities, show up. Because that's what we need from each other. Solidarity, community. We are the dream. And at the end of this all, I want everyone to make sure that when the celebrations have gone down and the food has gone cold, which we have an air fryer for, and everything just starts to calm down, when we are alone at home, we must ask ourselves the question, what are we doing now to ensure that we continue to make impact, to make sure that we can live our dream? Thank you so much. You can follow us. Follow me on AYOS Banjo on Instagram, UCSC NAACP. We have to make a whole bunch of change, a whole bunch of power, and make sure we support Bella Bonner and all of her work that she's doing as we continue to make sure that our power shows up, not just in consumer, not just in electoral, but in legal, all right? Make sure to follow Bella Bonner's Instagram as well. I love you all so much. Take care and have a beautiful day.
Let's hear it one more time for Ayo. All right. I also wanted to give another shout out to our incredible vendors that we have here today. We have the Santa Cruz Public Libraries over in the corner. We have the Museum of Art and History. And we also have Cabrillo College here. So let's hear a warm round of applause for our sponsors. All right. And next up, we have Alexandra Henry. Or actually, no. I'm premature. Sorry, y'all. We're going to do, you're going to see some footage behind us, and feel free to enjoy the music for the next couple minutes.
Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
What's up, Santa Cruz? I trust everyone is well. I'm glad we're celebrating Juneteenth together. June 19, 1865 was when approximately 250 enslaved Negroes in Galveston, Texas, were notified by the Union Army that they were free, although the Emancipation Proclamation freeing Negroes in the Confederate States had been signed over 2 years earlier by President Lincoln. We know that the institution of slavery did not end until December of that year with the ratification of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, albeit as slavery still exists today in many different forms. Juneteenth is also known as Freedom Day or Jubilee Day or Liberation Day. I sometimes refer to Juneteenth as the Negro Independence Day. One reason is because that is when the last of the enslaved Negroes were set free, resulting in massive celebrations. And for the second reason, I encourage you to read Frederick Douglass's declaration, "What to the American slave is your 4th of July?" Juneteenth is the oldest and largest known celebration commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States. We should celebrate Juneteenth, we should commemorate it, and we should know the history behind it.
everyone. Make noise. I need to know you're out there. Louder, louder. Yeah, okay, that's good, that's good. That's a little too loud. No, I'm just kidding. Our next artist is the author, who is a single mother from upstate New York, trained by ear as a vocalist and self-taught pianist with a background in classical and choral music. She composes original music about the stories of her life that bring the soul. Me and the author, she is a beautiful musician. You guys are in for a treat. Enjoy.
What's happening?
All right, all right, all right.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. What up? So glad I could be here with y'all today. So glad y'all could be here with us today. All right, let me get myself all tuned in. Yeah. Yeah. I'm waiting for you as the sun keeps shining and I keep on pushing myself out to sea. I'm waiting for the days that we step out the cages cause we're stranded, still seem to sleep. And I keep waiting for you, and I keep waiting for you, for someone to set us free. And we keep waiting for you, and we keep waiting for you, for someone to set us free. I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for me. I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for someone to come set us free. I'm waiting for my failures cause they keep me moving forward when it's hard to breathe. I'm waiting for myself to stop the drama and then stand up and just love me for me. And I keep waiting for you, and I keep waiting for you, for someone to set us free. And we keep waiting for you, and we keep waiting for you, for someone to set us free. I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for me. I keep on waiting for you, I keep on waiting for someone to come set us free. Well, I found myself backed up on stage. No, I could never listen, never be. Hey, they say that I'm too loud, a little too brown. Don't like that, I'm so proud. I'm not who I'm supposed to be. I'm not who I'm supposed to be. I'm not who I'm supposed to be. Who I'm supposed to be. Who I'm supposed to be. Well, I keep on waiting for you. I just keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for you. I just keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for me. Well, I keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for me. I keep on waiting for you. I keep on waiting for someone to come set us free. Someone to come set us free. I just think I'm waiting for me. Someone come and set us free. I just think I'm waiting for me. Someone come and set us free. I just think I'm waiting for me. Woo! Yes. Yeah. So I didn't know I was gonna sing when I came up here. I was just gonna feel the energy, you know? Yeah. Nah. Right? And this is where we gonna end it. We gonna end it just talking some. Talk about where we've been. But this is just me talking it, yeah. Talking it about where I've been. Talking it about all the bad things that seem to happen to me. And this is how I get it out. I sing my words and let the notes come out. I sing about all the bad things that seem to come for me. Yes, they do. Well, I've been choked down, I've been knocked out, I've been broke down, I've been tossed out. I've been feeling like a cage bird, so set me free. And I've been lost and so confused, been to hell and back a few times too. I don't think anybody in this world knows what I've been through. See my reflection in my blood too many times, shove my finger down my throat just to save my own life. So many nights I pray that I wish I could die, smiling on the outside though I'm faking inside, playing a game but I'm always a pawn, always singing but the always sad songs, always bringing but I'm never brought. So I'm sitting here singing my songs, but this is just me talking shit, talking it about where I've been, talking it about all the bad things that seem to happen to me. And this is how I get it out. I sing my words and let the notes come out. I sing about all the bad things that seem to come for me, come for me. They seem to come straight from me, come for me, come for me. Oh, they seem to come straight from me. But this is just me talking it. This is just me talking it. This is just me talking it about the bad things that happen to me. And this is how I get it out. Sing and let my notes come out. I sing about the pain in life that's terrorizing me. Oh, no. But I'm just talking slow. I'm just talking slow. I'm just talking about the bad things that happen to me. And this is how I get it out. I sing my words and let the notes come out. I sing about the pain in life that's terrorizing me. Thank y'all. Thank you guys so much for letting me talk my talk. I appreciate you. I love being black. Happy Juneteenth!
Let's hear it for Alexandra, the author. All right. Happy Freedom Day, everybody. Hello, Santa Cruz. My name's Anna Elizabeth. I'm a longtime producer, along with my brother, David, who is not here today, from Sure Thing Productions. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge all of the people and organizations that have helped to get us to this year 29 at the London Nelson Center. Let's hear it for 30 years. Like, how many of you knew that Juneteenth has been going on that long in Santa Cruz? Yes, it's the smallest Juneteenth, but the mightiest, I think. So we have so many people that I'm grateful to, including the City of Santa Cruz and the staff here at London Nelson Center. I want to especially thank Jack Sprow, who's been our staff liaison for years and has always had our back in making this happen in the smoothest way possible. I also want to thank Rachel Kaufman, Kelly Mercer-Lebov, and Iseth Ray, the current staff here. We've been supported by many organizations, including the Santa Cruz branch of the NAACP. Go check them out over there. We've been supported by the churches coming out every year and providing barbecue. We've had so much talent, local talent, dancers, speakers, poets, musicians, drummers. It's just, Santa Cruz is full of talent that I don't know if everybody understands. Like your neighbor is someone who's like doing some art somewhere. Just check it out. So we're going to get into a really special segment here. If you haven't had a chance to go inside the center and see the beautiful display done by 3 local Black craftsmen years ago, please do so. It's very special to the Black American community here in Santa Cruz. And we're going to take a moment just to really say his name and understand where he comes from. So can I hear you say, London? Nelson. London. Nelson. London. Nelson. With that, I want to bring on Luna Bay, who's been here since 2013. She's originated from DC, my birthplace, and she has become one of the scholars of the London Nelson history since she's moved here. She's also founder of the Santa Cruz Equity Project. So please welcome today, Luna Bay.
If you can hear my voice, say Ashe. If you can hear my voice, say Ashe. Let's try this one last time. If you can hear my voice, say Ashe. All right. One of the common misconceptions about Juneteenth is that it's the day that the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. But Juneteenth is actually celebrated because the state of Texas decided that it did not want Black people to be free. Not because, yes, because they were evil, but also because economically it was not in their best interest. And so it wasn't until 3 years later that someone came in and informed the enslaved people there that they had gotten their freedom. So it's important to remember that Juneteenth is a celebration of even more resistance against the way colonizers tried to keep us enslaved. I understand it's supposed to be celebratory, but for me, Juneteenth is a reminder that Europeans trafficked African people for 400 years. And you give us a holiday. Not acknowledgement. Not anything to remediate the impacts of what you did. A cookout and a celebration. So for me, this isn't that much jubilee. It's understanding that the 13th Amendment said that slavery was abolished unless as punishment for a crime. But then those same people decided what the crimes were and then hired their sons, brothers, and cousins to enforce the laws. That don't sound like freedom to me. I could make a wrong right turn and be a slave again tomorrow. Because slaves still exist today. They make your license plates. They answer the phone for the DMV. They put out the fires up in Bonnie Doon. Slaves still exist today. And it's important to acknowledge that. But what they asked me to do is come up here and talk about London Nelson. So I'm going to get to that part. So as many of you know, you're here at what was called the Loudon Nelson Center, but his name is London Nelson. He was born in North Carolina, and he was bought and sold multiple times over the course of his life, each time having to leave his family, his children, anybody who could have possibly been his wife, his mama, and everything else. Until eventually he got to the point where he got to somebody with the last name Nelson who decided that they were going to come to this new frontier and pillage what was left after they killed all the Native American people. And they brought him over here because they didn't have the physical fortitude to mine the gold themselves. So him and Marlboro Nelson mined enough gold for London Nelson to purchase his own freedom, which could be almost the equivalent of $40,000 today. And then he came down to Santa Cruz and set up a little piece of land over there where the clock tower is because he had the knowledge in which to farm those watery lands over there because Santa Cruz was struggling. And here you come somebody who came from North Carolina who knew how to farm the watery lands and fed the people of Santa Cruz. Now, at the time that he was transitioning out of his life, there was a burgeoning black community in Watsonville whose main issue was that the Watsonville public schools did not allow their children, their black children, to go to the schools. Now, Mr. Nelson, they say he left his money to the children of Santa Cruz here, but I'm curious as if he wanted a place for those black children to go to school as well. Santa Cruz didn't desegregate till 1946, so I think we have the answer to that question. When a city is already struggling and the one school was to close, that would have been it for Santa Cruz. There is no burgeoning city without the school system. And London Nelson saved this city. Every single person here is here today because London Nelson saved this city. And the very least that can be done right is to say his name correctly. His name is London. His name is London. Not Loudon. His name is London. Thank you very much. So I say all this to say we are here not just in honor of him. He was not here alone. There was a whole group of black people here. In his documents, there's record that he owed to a black barber. Who was that black barber? Where's he buried? Who was his family? Where was his barber shop? Over where Mr. Nelson is buried, there's at least 7 other black people in those same 2 plots. What were their names? Where were they buried? Where are their children? What are their stories? So in Santa Cruz, we can't settle for symbolic victories like making Juneteenth a federal holiday or just changing the name of a center. We need to see actual change and actual investment in the proliferation of a continued black community here. Black people here in Santa Cruz, we are not interrupting or being accepted by a white hippie fantasy. We've been here. We've been here. And an investment in London Nelson's true history and the history of black people here is to help us root and ground to show that we've been here. And the acknowledgement, and as black people, we have to acknowledge that we are standing on the ground of the indigenous people who were slaughtered. We share their pain. We share their memories of genocide. And it is on us to form better relationships with indigenous communities here so that we can figure out how do we heal. How do we heal from the crimes of slavery? How do we heal from the crimes of genocide? And that starts here, now. Let your supervisors know, let the city council know that we need more investment into the reinvestigation, the re-engagement of the black history here in Santa Cruz. It did not start here. It did not start in the 50s. It started right there. And also Dave Boffman. Let's say Dave Boffman. Dave Boffman is another black man who's buried over at Santa Cruz Memorial who was here the same time as London Nelson, who also all his money ended up with Elihu Anthony as well. We need to talk about him as well. His name is Dave Boffman, and he's laying unmarked in Santa Cruz Memorial. So with that being said, I'm going to spend the rest of my Juneteenth in the woods with other black people. I love y'all dearly. Thank you very much. Celebration for London Nelson.
Let's give another applause for Luna Bay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. And I just want to thank you all for being here today. And I'm just so excited to see everyone out here mingling, the communities back together. We're all healthy and made it through what was a very challenging year. So I'm just really grateful to see you all and thank you all for being here. My name's Justin Cummings. I'm the former mayor of the City of Santa Cruz and current city council member of the City of Santa Cruz. And hearing earlier about how we need to know who our representatives are, I wanted to take a minute to introduce the members of the City Council who are joining me on the stage. We have former mayor and current City Council member Martine Watkins. Current City Council member Renee Golder. Current Mayor Donna Myers. Current City Council member Shebra Kalantari Johnson. And current Vice Mayor Sonia Bruner. I'd like to start by thanking Anna Elizabeth for her years of dedication to putting on the Juneteenth celebration. As someone who grew up in a city where Juneteenth was never really mentioned, and frankly, I never really learned about it until recently, it's just so wonderful to see that someone like Anna has been committed to making sure that this day is celebrated within the community of Santa Cruz, and I'm grateful to see so many people here to celebrate this important day in the history of our community. Last year, after the murder of George Floyd, Brittany Nelson launched a campaign to revisit the naming of what was then the Loudon Nelson Center. I had heard for years, as many other people in the community, that the naming of this center was inaccurate, and that throughout that year, I met with many community members to try to understand the history of how this civic center became named the Loudon Nelson Community Center and why it wasn't London Nelson. It was clear to many of the community members that the name was inaccurate, and in January, an initial meeting was held and a process was created to determine the accuracy and the validity of the naming of the London Nelson Center. This group met numerous times throughout the year. We got input from Ida Johnson, who was the only community member we could identify who participated in the initial naming of the center. And we reviewed hundreds of documents looking back to determine what was the name of this individual who was a big part of our community. And what we landed on was that, when reviewing all these documents, how could we determine whether it was Loudon or London? And we came to the point of looking at what was he called before he passed away. And when we looked at all the documents from before he passed away, overwhelmingly his name was London. And the most convincing document was his last will and testament, where it was clear that when he was stating his last will and testament to the person who was writing it down, his name was London Nelson. With that information, the group brought the item to the city council. We then, for the purposes of having more public participation, sent this item to be reviewed by the Historic Preservation Commission. And on June 8th, 2021, the Santa Cruz City Council unanimously voted to change the name from Loudon Nelson to London Nelson Community Center. This is a good demonstration of how the community can work with government, with our city staff, to bring about positive change in our community. And I only hope that as we move forward as a community, that we can work together to hear one another, to try to see everyone's perspective, and to come to decisions that are going to be the best for our community. And today we are celebrating not only Juneteenth, but the historical accuracy of the Loudon Nelson Center being changed to London Nelson. And So I'd like to close by thanking the following people who helped on this effort. The president of the NAACP, Brenda Griffin. Local historian, Ross Gibson. Santa Cruz Equity Project founder, Luna Bay. Our Civic Auditorium Supervisor, Jesse Bond. Loudon Nelson Community Center Supervisor, Iseth Ray. Our Recreation Superintendent, Rachel Kaufman. And then I want to thank all the people of Santa Cruz who have for years stood by and helped make sure that this history was continued to be passed down to future generations so that we could be here today to make this happen. With that, I would like to ask, before we have our mayor come up and do the official unveiling of the new London Nelson Center, I would like to ask the London Nelson Community Center Supervisor, Iseth Ray, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Justin. Hello, everybody. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see everybody out here enjoying the park and enjoying the community center as it was intended. At the beginning of today's festivities, Anna Elizabeth read from the poem by Deborah Turner titled Juneteenth, which was inspired by this event, and it mentions that people come to this event for the crowds, the food, the music. No matter what your reason for coming today, we've all come together as a community, and it is a beautiful community. Take a look around. It's amazing. And as the supervisor here, along with my staff, we couldn't be more excited and happy to share this moment with you. And for the official announcement, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Donna Myers. And once again, thank you so much for coming out today.
I forgot one last person that I wanted to point out. Brittany London, can you raise your hand? I just want to thank Brittany so much for her persistence and her tenacity with really trying to make sure that this name was correctly, that was accurate, so that we would remember this history and this will be documented for future generations. So thank you, Brittany, for all your work. And with that, Mayor Donna Myers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here today with my council colleagues up on this stage. We are the people that you need to speak to if you need change. Anything you need, you come to us, and we will try to make it happen. And I can tell you unequivocally that this council supports our Black community members and neighbors, all of you who have celebrated Juneteenth here in this park for 30 years. So congratulations. You're an amazing community, and that's something to be really celebrating today. I want to honor the work of Brittany Potter, Luna Bay, Brenda Griffin, Councilmember Justin Cummings, Ross Gibson, Iseth Ray, Rachel Kaufman, and Jessica Bond to bring honor to London Nelson today, a man of humanity who invested in the future of children in Santa Cruz on May 17th, 1860 by leaving all of his belongings and property to the Santa Cruz City Schools. Mr. Nelson deserves to be honored with his given name on our wonderful community center, and he deserves proper and accurate history to be created about his incredible life. This work is more important than ever to do now because Black lives matter, and they matter here in Santa Cruz, and we honor all of our Black neighbors who call Santa Cruz home. We do have your backs. Thank you all again for making this happen. And I'm actually thrilled and honored, because so many people did this work. And, but because I get the M word this year, the mayor word, I can't thank all of you enough who did this. And you are you're an example for our community for how to do this. And I hope this inspires a lot of other people in our community. So thank you so much for everything you do. And without further ado, I am unveiling the new naming or the appropriate naming of London Nelson Community Center here today. So thank you.
Check. Can you hear me? Ah. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? I'm up here with Kate this afternoon. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big Prince fan, so we're going to do a Prince song. He had an album called Emancipation. He spoke so much about artists' rights, and as a black person, as a black artist, to make sure you have control of your own music. Invest in black communities. I see some of my kids from school here. I'm a kindergarten teacher. I just want to say kids are not colorblind. We know kids are so smart and so creative. So of course they notice color, as they should, and we should celebrate it and teach them. Because if we don't talk to kids about it, how are we going to change the next generation? How are we going to change the world? So talk to your kids, educate your kids. Please. They get it. It's the grown-ups that get in the way. The kids get it. Don't sleep till sunrise. Listen to the falling rain. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about your pain. Give me a second. I'm sorry, something just flew into my throat. I tried to be cute about it. Thank you. Goodness. But in the meantime, you get to hear Kate play. Don't sleep till the sunrise. Listen to the falling rain. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about your pain. Don't cry unless you're happy. Don't smile unless you're blue. Never let that lonely monster take control of you. Be glad that you are free, free to change your mind, free to go most anywhere, anytime. Be glad that you are free. There's many a man who's not. Be glad for what you have, baby, what you got. Be glad for what you got. I know my heart is beating, my drummer tells me so. If you take your life for granted, your beating heart will go. So don't sleep till you're guilty, 'cause sinners all are we. There's others doing far worse than us, so be glad that you are free. Be glad that you are free, free to change your mind, free to go most anywhere, anytime. Be glad that you are free. There's many a man who's not. Be glad for what you have, baby, what you got. Be glad for what you got. Soldiers are all marching and writing brand new laws. We all fight together for the most important cause. We will fight for the what you got. But you man who's not, be grateful what you have, baby, what you got. Sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it. Grateful what you have, baby, what you got. Kate on the piano. Let's celebrate that black joy, y'all. Black joy is resistance. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Lisa Taylor. I personally think one of the most beautiful things about events like this is that we get to be reminded about just the immense amount of talent that we're surrounded by on a daily basis. So let's give it up for all of ourselves as well and for just being in community with each other.
Woo! All right. So how's everyone feeling now? We have like packed this park. How's everyone feeling? Give me noise. Loud. Louder, louder. Come on, people. It's Juneteenth. Thank you. Yeah, awesome, awesome. I want to thank the city of Santa Cruz for allowing us to make this happen. You know, we appreciate everybody who's doing it, the London Nelson Center and staff. So I have a quick question for y'all. Raise your hand. So everybody out there. I see you. Yeah, you see, I see you. Raise your hand if you heard of London Nelson before this year. London Nelson. Oh, that's a good amount of people. All right. How about if you heard of Juneteenth before this year? Woo! Yes. Importance of education, right? Right? Of knowing our history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I didn't get taught about Juneteenth till recently. I know that's sad, but it's true. And, you know, I think that's a lot of people resonate with that. But now we're here right now. And so what I want you all to do, inside there is an exhibit with London Nelson's, all about London Nelson, and there's a free child library in there. How many of you know that? Raise your hand. Oh, man. That's a much smaller number. All right, so everyone needs to go check that out before they leave. Help support this organization. Help support the London Nelson Center, you know, because we need to put money in black pockets in our communities. All right? Yep. All right. I'm not going to get too preachy on us. All right, so what I want to do is, if everyone will allow, I want to take a selfie, and I want to get all you guys in it. So raise your hand if you can hear me, for one. All right, cool, perfect. So I'm about to take your pictures. You better smile, you know, because I don't want any kind of weird, awkward looks or anything like that. All right, Bella, come on. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, count. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 with my hands. Okay, there you go.
Let's do a 1, 2, 3. On 3, we'll say London Nelson together. It's kind of funny. Yeah. 1,
2, 3.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
All right, we got a quick announcement about the food, which you guys all need to get, so here we go.
Everybody that got some barbecue, say yeah. Say yeah. All right. I got a sad note, though. We almost out of ribs. So
No.
we're going to serve until the last rib bone gone, until the last hot link is ate up, until the last potato salad is tried. We going to sell. But if you don't get some, I know ribs matter, but don't write it. I know ribs matter, but don't write it.
Can't promise anything, brother.
You're going to have to catch us on the flip side. But on the real note, we enjoyed feeding the people. We cooked a lot of food, but a lot of people showed up. So if you were fortunate enough to get some ribs or some deep fried catfish or some peach cobbler or some brownies or some chicken or some hot links, you should thank the Lord for that.
All right, so we're going to introduce our next guest, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to introduce our next performer here. So I know our next performer really well. He's one of our kings here, the Black Kings of Santa Cruz County. Black Kings, you know who you are. They're all over there. But this man right here, he's born and raised in North Carolina, is a poet, former U.S. Army soldier, and current staff member at UC Santa Cruz. In his spare time, he enjoys playing basketball, is an inspiring photographer, and loves anything poetry. Whether it's writing, performing, or just enjoying other poets. He has been writing for over 7 years and is thrilled to share a small piece of himself with y'all today. I'm so honored to introduce Greg Speed. Woo! Woo!
General Flirt. Happy Freedom Day. I was walking around, I was telling people that my mind is completely blown because I've never seen this many people in this space. But again, Happy Freedom Day! Haiku. Have you ever felt a teardrop from your third eye asking for a friend? To be black in America is to be angry while being blessed. It's to be bent, not broken. It's to be cheered while being chastised. It's to be conscious while being conflicted, meaning to be confused. It is to be damned if you do, damned if you don't. Black is to be feared while being fearful, also being fearless. To be grateful is to be great, while being gregarious. It's to be hated. It's to be happy. It's to be humble. It's to be human. It's to be jeered. It's to be judged. It's to be killed by us and them. It's to be labeled. It's to be lied on. It's to be mistreated. It's to be negus, meaning king. How you doing, Stan? It's so good to see you, brother. It's to be called or call each other my ninja. It's to be called a nigga by those who are lesser. It's to be oppressed. It's to be persecuted. It's to be popular. As long as they can use you for their agenda. All of this without being understood. Thank you. Getting grown. As we celebrate today, please take a moment to remember this fun fact. It took 2 years for the slaves in Galveston, Texas to find out that they were indeed free. So Juneteenth finally being made a national holiday is not a win for us at all. It's actually a diversionary tactic, and truthfully, it's a slap in our face. But thank you anyway, America. Once again, America has given us a token symbolic gesture, not to be confused with a gift, while ignoring the real issues and needs of our people. We need the doctors and the police to stop killing us. We need us to stop killing us. America still has some explaining to do. Okay, I'm reloaded. We've never received any tangible goods. We've never received what's really owed to us. No 40 acres and a mule still. America still is playing us for a fool. Underfunded schools in low-income areas, redlining of those areas, creating ghettos, and now they want to take those areas back. Message is called gentrification. My country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of, are we ever gonna be free? The Asians, the Jewish, and Native Americans all received tangible goods from America, whether it was money, land, or both. And they didn't get a holiday. America refused to give us reparations and a hate crime bill, while Asians got both. Imagine that. So don't fall for the okie doke or the banana in the tailpipe. Question: how come America is set on convincing us that black lives aren't valuable as white lives, while our bodies are 2 to 3 times more valuable on the black market? Message. And if you don't get the message, I'll wait. But the answer is not up for debate. We've celebrated Juneteenth since June 19th, 1865, without having it be labeled as a national holiday, because we're going to party anyway. So let's celebrate like we always have. And remember, don't fall for the okie doke or the banana in the tailpipe. Happy Freedom Day! Thank you. Shout out to the Black Kings of Santa Cruz County.
All right. I'm super excited to introduce our next performer. Her name is Ayana Catherine, and she's 9 years old, and she loves to dance. Her favorite, let's hear that one more time. Her favorite subject in school is zoology. She's an aspiring veterinarian who also enjoys surfing, horses, and soccer. She's proudly Congolese, and her name means she who encourages and lifts others up. She also would like to thank her dance teacher, Misha Scott. So let's just take... With that, I think we should also take a moment to shout out the Black Health Matters Initiative and the team they've got over there. All right. And let's hear a warm round of applause for Ayana.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since.
Oh, child, when you are weary, weary deep down in your soul, hear my voice rolling like a river. I won't ever leave you alone. No, 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 no. Ain't no chain gonna hold you down. Ain't no grave gonna hold you now. Yesterday done came and gone. Ain't it time to bury them bones?
If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the trees and grew tall and they started talking, and the stars fell out of the sky, and my tears rolled into the ocean, and now I'm looking for a reason why you even set my world into motion. 'Cause if you're not really here, then the stars don't even matter. Now I'm filled to the top with fear that it's all just a bunch of matter. 'Cause if you're not really here, then I don't wanna be either. I wanna be next to you. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold.
Either one of those two.
I got the tall one. All right, hey everyone, hey everyone. How's it going? Make noise again. Come on, people. You guys are getting better at that. But let's try one more time, and this time a lot more louder. Just like go crazy. Everybody, everybody. Woo! We are free. All right, so we wanted to mention the theme of this Juneteenth, and that's liberation, right? And I think we're all feeling a little bit of that. You know, this is a beautiful time. We have come together. There are organizations happening in Santa Cruz County that are bringing black folks together, and I think that is beautiful, right? And Bella has been doing so much work with that, with her organizations and all that fun, wonderful stuff. And Black Health Matters, of course, and Kat. Woo! Can we give a round of applause for Black Health Matters? Awesome. And can we give a round of applause for the mall over there for highlighting black voices more? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then we want to give thanks to...
I think we should shout out Tia over there.
Yeah,
who has
Tia.
a table.
Over there with the purple balloons. And then I want to give a shout out real fast to Abby Mustafa and the SC Equity Collab. They're doing an event tomorrow, and that's going to be at the Black Lives Matter mural from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be a lot of awesome speakers, a lot of good community leaders. If you are available, make it to that. And I want to throw it to Bella because Bella has been doing a lot of work in the community around liberation and bringing black folks together.
I just wanted to take a minute to share a little bit more about like what liberation means to me and what this event really means to me. working with the City of Santa Cruz and the London Nelson Center to make the pre-Juneteenth celebration happen last weekend was one of the most liberating experiences in my life. It was a year before that I had suited up in a wetsuit for the first time ever and paddled out past the shore break with like-minded, scared people who, just were experiencing that awe and that joy for the first time. And so this year, when I was working with Anna and the Santa Cruz Juneteenth Committee, when the team came to the decision to do liberation as the theme, I just knew we had to run it back in the water because there's a lot of access barriers when it comes to Black folks enjoying being liberated in the ocean and in the water. And so I just wanted to do a special shout out to, honestly, the community that made that event possible. It really does take all of us in active allyship to make it happen. So this is that, and let's continue to bask in community.
Yes.
And then next up, I would like to introduce our next performer. Her name is Ebony Watts, and she is 18 years old. She has been dancing with Sharon Mayfield for 10 years, and she's also currently attending Augusta University in Georgia as a sophomore. So let's hear a warm round of applause for Ebony.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. All right, folks. I'm loving seeing your faces, everybody. All right, so our next performer, man, he is a definition of dedication, this guy. He's part of the Black Kings of Santa Cruz County. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He is a lyricist locally here in Santa Cruz. He has been performing in Santa Cruz for over 15 years. He started from the streets of Pacific Avenue to doing the stages. And I know that I used to play music on the streets of Santa Cruz, and I would see this brother playing every single stop. This guy's the inspiring. He'll be performing today alongside Kate Saphir Elm on piano and singers Kayla Ibarra, August Stevens, and Jen Taylor Daniels. I am so pleased, so honored to welcome to the stage Lyrical Eye.
Southern leaves, southern trees we're hung from, bearing souls, heroic songs unsung. Forgive them, Father, for they know it's not undone. Tied with a rope that my grandmother died. Pride of the Brugams affect lives of millions since slave days, separating father from children. Institution ain't just a building, but a method of having black and brown bodies fill them. We ain't seen as human beings with feelings. Would the U.S. ever be us? Lord willing. For now we know the new Jim Crow will stop and search and arrest our souls. Police and policies patrol philosophies of control. A cruel hand taken home. We let go to free them so we can free us. America's moment to come to Jesus.
Freedom, freedom come.
Hold on, won't be long. Freedom, freedom come. Hold on, won't be long. The caged bird sings for freedom to bring. Black bodies being lost in the American dream. Blood of black being, a historic scene. Slavery still alive, check Amendment 13. Now whips and chains are subliminal. Instead, they use the word criminal. Sweet land of liberty, incarcerated country. Shot me with your ray gun, now you wanna trump me. Prison is a business, America's a company. Invested in justice, fear, and long suffering. We're staring in the face of hate again. Same hate they say to make America great again. No consolation prize to dehumanize. For America to rise, it's a matter of black lives. And we're gonna free them so we can free us. America's moment to come to Jesus. Freedom, freedom come. Hold on, won't be long. Freedom, freedom come. Hold on, won't be long. The caged bird sings for freedom, to bring black bodies being lost in the American dream. Blood, a black being, a past historic scene. Slavery alive, check Amendment 13. Not chains and whips are all subliminal. Instead, they use the word criminal. Sweet land of liberty, incarcerated country. Shot me with your ray gun, now you wanna trump me. Prison is a business, America's a company. Invested in justice, fear, and long suffering. We're staring in the face of hate again. Same hate that say America great again. No consolation prize to dehumanize. That's right, people. Freedom come. That's right. Won't be long. Freedom. Freedom come. Hold on. Won't be long. Freedom come. Hold on. Won't be long. Won't be long. Freedom come. Yeah.
Give it up for Lyrical Eye. Yeah, give it up. We're done. Yeah, thanks, man.
Did my job. That's what I'm talking about. We're done. There you go.
Let's give another round of applause for Lyrical Eye, man. That was amazing. Oh man, what an inspiration. What an inspiration. I'm so proud of Lyrical Eye, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I want to give a quick shout out to the drummer here, Dave Kiter. He's an artist and an educator and a drummer. Crazy. All right, our next performer and our last performance began his career at Filthy Rich and has recorded with music industry legends such as Sir Mix-a-Lot, Chris Renee, Keek the Sneak, and San Quinn. He's also the owner of All Original Media and Clothing brand who is sponsoring this event. Come on, people, come on.
Louder.
Each year, yeah, louder. Each year for Juneteenth, he brings up and coming recording artists from the area along with him to perform during the All Original Showcase at Juneteenth. This year he brought with him Santa Cruz own Misha L. Come on, louder, people.
Louder.
Come on, man. I know I'm looking down, but I want you guys to cheer up. Come on, people. All right, and then Zyla from Hollister. Please give it up from Rich Tycoon.
Hey, Santa Cruz. Y'all know what we do. Hey,
I'm the man.
Okay, okay.
I'm the man.
Okay, okay.
I'm the man.
Okay.
I'm the businessman.
You know what? I'm a businessman, boy, no briefcase. I got the game in my head, it's on replay. Don't be playing with my bread, I'm a cheapskate. Ain't from Philly, but I'm serious about my cheesesteak. They want interviews, you can call me evening news. Peep the pattern, I'll be out, I'm spitting interludes. I ain't into all the fixin' twos and finna do's. But what I'm finna do is blow up like a I got these dudes with me looking like they finna move. But they ain't finna move unless I tell them to. I got a lawyer that'll hit you with the lawsuit. Organized, that's exactly how a fella. I'm the man
about his business.
Okay.
I'm the man
Okay.
about his business.
Okay.
I'm the man
Okay.
about his business.
I'm the businessman. Businessman. I'm a businessman. Let's go. Let's get this money, y'all.
I'm a businessman.
Hey, come on. Let's get this paper.
I'm a businessman.
Hey.
Business plan.
Woo. I'm a felon. Who the hell you telling about a dope case promoters? I don't give a what about your showcase. They own us. Talking about a 10-year-old cold case, but I don't know nothing but that I'm loving West Coast slang. That's where I reside in the O, and I sorta move through your town with a glow. Through the waters of the bay on my yacht. Don't worry about me.
I'm just looking for a check.
You suckers out here, buddy, hustling, paying for respect. I'm really trying to get it, cause it ain't no time to rest. I could write another verse, bruh. You circus clowns tickle me to death. Ha ha.
I'm the man
Okay.
about his business.
Let's go.
I'm the man
Okay.
about his business.
Let's go.
I'm the man
Okay.
about his business.
Okay.
I'm the businessman.
Oh,
Businessman.
hey, I'm a businessman. businessman. Let's go, let's get this money, y'all.
I'm a businessman.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm a businessman.
Let's go, let's get this paper. Tycoon. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. Why you wanna play me, Pippin? Miss me with that. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. I'm just out here trying to get my money up. Why you wanna play me, Pippin? Miss me with that funny stuff.
About his business.
Let's go.
I'm the man.
Okay.
About his business.
Let's go.
I'm the man.
Okay.
About his business.
Let's go. I'm a businessman. Businessman. I'm a businessman. Let's go. Let's get this money, y'all.
I'm a businessman.
Hey, hey.
I'm a businessman.
Let's go. Let's get this paper. Hey. I got one question. Is Juneteenth in the park today? And that's what I'm talking about, Santa Cruz, California. Hey, how y'all doing today? I can't hear you. Man, like they said, this is the all original showcase. I got two artists for y'all today. One from Hollister, one from Santa Cruz. Right now, I'm bringing up Misha L. Do me a favor, do what you did for me, and give it up for Misha L, y'all.
Yo, what up, Santa Cruz? Let's hear it for Black Liberation. I just want to say a couple things just so you guys can get to know me. I'm Misha. I go by Misha L. I actually work at Loud Nelson Community Center with Santa Cruz Parks and Recreation. I work for the youth. I work at the Teen Center here. So it's a pleasure to be here. If you want to find me on anything, you can find me on Spotify, Instagram. I go by Misha L on Spotify and Doing Misha on Instagram. All right, this first track is something that's unreleased, but I wrote it when there was riots going down for Mike Brown, so check it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Rich Tycoon. Yo. A riot is quiet if you provide it with insight. It's just a lot of feelings subsided. Inside is what the white did. I'm guided by panthers and answers that curing cancers. My history was stripped from me, but the pieces aren't a mystery. This is me, rooted, they looted and refuted, suited up just to prove that they were enough. Uniforms out of the norm, swarmed through and torn down. The black voices that were out for Mike Brown, that were just trying to subdue an untrue, unjust bust from the cops of government. Reporters loving it, but wouldn't fight for nothing. It's about everyone coming in and coming together. No, a settler didn't bring better for the native. No, they weren't creative. They just came to enslave it, save it. I'm angry cause you made it. A part of me I'm hardly starting to see what freedom really means. I'm warning the free what freedom really means. Stay in your own dreams cause American versions are behind the screens. Get out and do something. We are all kings and queens. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, this song's called Analytical. Y'all hear me okay? All right, cool. Yeah. Yo, listen. We are the ones to make a change, rearrange the estranged. We are the ones to make a change, rearrange the estranged. To turn this stuff around, we are not strike bound. There is sound around in the town, and it's less of a frown. My people getting down to the black and the brown, rejoice, resounding. We are sinners in the streets, so they treat us like beasts. No at ease, no one agrees. Tearing up communities where we find unity. If it's not within you and me, and who are we to judge? What's up, don't budge, just smudging the canvas, painting the atlas. We off the map, tap into the space we pace. Lapis, set of rings in my rapids. Couldn't find the habits, so honest. I am beyond this hate and power, so I'm taking gold showers around things that I love, so I do not cower away. Starting today, I will find a way to stay grounded. I am surrounded by well-rounded individuals, no rituals, higher conscious visuals. We say life's miserable, think it's so damn critical. Best believe God is beautiful. Don't mean to be so analytical, but really, it's analytical. All right. right, this is my newest one I just released. It's called Leo People. It's for all the Leos. Raise your hand if you're a Leo. All right, couple of y'all. This is for my Leo people. Leo, Leo, we know you lead those. This is for my Leo people. Leo, Leo, we know you lead those. Yes, my girl, a lioness, lurking in the quietness of violence inside. I'm tired, it's fighting it. It's the pounce. I bounce in my house, ounce of weed make my sounds. I feel freed, and yes, she hears me out. I don't need, that's why I never doubt. I keep the peace, but wildin' out, wavy out my spout, saving up my clout for the clouds. I'm now flying this, bowing down to your highness. This is for my Leo people. Leo, Leo, we know you lead those. This is for my Leo people. Leo, Leo, we know you lead those. Yeah, our brother is a king. You so special. Yeah. Sorry, I yell at kids all day, so my voice is kind of lost. Yo, my brother is a king, and he is my homie, the only fire sign that I think I'm knowing. A wire mind, ticking time bomb, we flowing on. Truth just keep growing strong. Yeah, and we'll burn this shit down before they take in our crowns. Our father taught us now. Armageddon around, Armageddon surround. Babylon, what's going on? We burn it down to the ground. F12, AC, AB, BLM lately, and it's FU. Pay me, no celebration, sign reparations, fine. I'm just trying to see mine before it's my time. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. So much love to all of you guys. If you guys could, please get on your phones, click my links. If everybody in this whole place wanted to support some black business, click my link. That will skyrocket me higher than I could even ever imagine. So that's how you support people. You click their links, you check out their music, and that's all it takes. It's one press of a button. Thank you, Rich Tycoon. I go by Misha space L. Misha L on Spotify. You can check out my music. Who is America? Thank you.
Hey, 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 Santa Cruz. My name is Zylah, Z-Y-L-L-A-H. 2021 Juneteenth. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while. How you guys feeling out there? Nice, nice. All right. Well, I'm here to perform 2 singles for you guys, so here we go. This first one is called Good Times.
This is a Slapmaster exclusive.
Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Let me hear you. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Look right here, yeah, please don't fear. We out to have a good time. Probably nothing on our mind, sure it's alright. This Friday is tight. Dancing in the strobe light, yeah, it's a good sight. Kicking it all laid back on the right track. Running around H-Town, never gonna frown. Chilling in the stores, next stop is on tours. Good time. People come and go, not worried about show. We gotta be on the fly, go mode. Traveling all day on the road. Chilling on the beach, in the sea, or at the mall on a shopping spree. Surfing, swimming in the ocean. In the sand, putting on lotion. Moving always in motion. Rubbing Cali, showing my devotion. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Music on high, no need to be shy. Driving around town, forget you clowns. going everywhere, yeah, we don't care. Rain or shine, we out past 9, waiting for the call, walking around the mall in the stand, get a nice tan, sitting watching TV. I don't play easy, I'm watching a movie. Good time, your life's a doozy. Shooting those hoops, making those loops, singing in the shower like I got the power. I'm doing crazy dances like a mad dancing up day and night, looking into the light, writing a song all day long. Never gonna stop until I make it to the top. When I make it to the top, I'm never gonna drop. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time.
Y'all having a good time here? Woo!
Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Good time, yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Boy, I'm just here to have a good time, 'cause I know it won't last and it won't rewind. Hey, wait, hold up, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Juneteenth, how you guys feeling out there? That's what's up. I love you guys. Shit. All right, so this next one is West Coastin' for you guys, so hope you enjoy this one. Y'all know already I'm a Cali girl, got that West Coast vibe. And pride, happy to be on this side.
Yeah, we be West Coastin' on the west side, surfing in that ocean, a Cali life, enjoying the sun, 'cause I'm a Cali girl, just hanging, having fun, skating on them boards with the homies, and going to the shore with the homies, I'm partying all night, no phonies, yeah, we living right, for show, and cruising that Impala, going slow, we'll be sure to holla, hey, don't worry about the time, no worries. Now this ain't a crime.
The sun is shining, the people smiling. It's the perfect place and the perfect time in LA to the Bay. Yeah, that's where we're riding from the O to the H. So full of excitement. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'.
Chillin' in the crib, relaxing, going on a trip, that's right. Music playing on high, cruising. You can come on by, don't be shy. Haters hating on our swag, haters gonna hate. We got a bear on our flag. Hollister, West Coast, where it at? On the west side. We know about that, yeah. Got them palm trees and that sweet breeze. We got ocean from Bay to Bay. Barbecuing every day.
Shining, the people smiling. It's the perfect place and the perfect time in LA to the Bay. Yeah, that's where we're riding from the O to the H. So full of excitement. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. So many stars and nice cars, man. What can I say? I'm feeling like I'm in Hollywood, but I'm in the Bay. I'm riding out in the morning, so I'm filling my tank. I'm telling them not to touch it, but they feeling the pain. Whoa! Next thing you know, I'm a Tahoe in a Tahoe. With Zyla up in Hollister, chilling at the car show. Bakersfield, Carson, and it's down on the bar stove. Headed out to Vegas, see you day after tomorrow. I'm just out here chasing the breeze. Of course, living on the coast, gon' take some cheese. Take heed to the cue, you better stay on your P's. We really living this life, this ain't make-believe. The sun is shining, the people smiling. It's the perfect place and the perfect time in LA to the Bay. Yeah, that's where we're riding from the O to the H. So full of excitement. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'. West Coastin', we coastin'.
Let me hear you one more time, Santa Cruz. What we doing? West Coastin'. Thank you.
Give it up for Sonic one time, y'all. Give it up for Michelle. I'm just saying. Man, was y'all feeling that or nah?
Yeah, I was feeling that, man. Thank you, Hollister, and thank you, Santa Cruz, for bringing us both of those princesses right there. I got one more song. Is that cool to do? Anybody out there know my name? I got to hear that one more time. It was a little off kilter. Some people was messing up with the ambiance, the octave, and all of that. Anybody out there know my name? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all look like a smart crowd, right? So with this song, after I get this fixed, I'm gonna need y'all to pay close attention and just follow my lead. We're gonna do this song right here, and hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be like, man, I think I'm in Rich Tycoon's band. Let's go, man. Let's play this music, y'all. Oh. Let's get it now. You know what? Who knows where I'm headed? I don't even know. I probably won't be back, though. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, oh! Who knows where I'm headed? I don't even know. I probably won't be back, though, until I'm rich, released, till I'm breaded. Ask the streets, they know I'm about cash. Hey, if I said that, I really meant it. Please, oh, please don't be offended. I'm just trying to do what I said. Get it? Every damn minute, open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Always. I'm open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Hey, you know what? If I ain't working, I guarantee it's something wrong. Either that or I'm sliding up in something strong. I don't even sleep. I just take naps. They gave me freedom to speak. I just stay facts. I'm one of the hardest working dudes out of chosen few. Sometimes I just ain't in the mood. I'm out here chasing. Not in a gang, but I swear I made a gang of moves. I don't compete, and that's the reason I don't hang with dudes. Yeah, I paid hella dues, put hella fools on. Now they wanna act. They was asking for a loan when they money came through. All of a sudden, the mom ain't cool. Well, bro, you ain't cool, and girl, you ain't cute. You're lucky this ain't 10 years ago. I shoot. Instead about bread, trying to stack loot and trying to stay above them. Hey, hey. I don't even know. I probably won't be back though until I'm rich, released, till I'm breaded. Ask the streets, they know I'm about cash flow. If I said that, I really meant it. Please, oh, please don't be offended. I'm just trying to do what I said. Get it? Every damn minute, open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Always. I'm open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Always. A late nights I take flights early morning. I'm on the move with nothing to prove. I carry on. I ain't thinking about a hater. All that's on my mind, rich, get more paper, then get more later. Don't matter what the date is. They don't know better. Tell them what the rate is. I'm high priced cause my life got many highlights. Even my damn low lights, they glow nice. I've been known to take risks, yeah, roll dice. Probably won't be drinking with you all night, but I'll take a couple sips with you, alright? Alright, let's go. I don't even know. I probably won't be back though until I'm rich, released, till I'm breaded. Ask the streets, they know I'm about cash flow. If I said that, I really meant it. Please, oh, please don't be offended. I'm just trying to do what I said. Get it? Get it? Every damn minute, open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Always. I'm open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. Now y'all catch on to this. Hey, now when I say Santa, y'all say Cruz. Santa, Santa. Now when I say June, y'all say June, June. Now when I say rich, y'all say tycoon. Rich, rich. And when I say make, y'all say moves. Make. Say Santa Cruz. Say Juneteenth. Say rich tycoon. Say make, move. Let's go. I don't even know. I probably won't be back though until I'm rich, released, till I'm breaded. Ask the streets, they know I'm about cash flow. Hey, if I said that, I really meant it. Please, oh, please don't be offended. I'm just trying to do what I said. Get it? Get it? Every damn minute, open all day long. All day long. All day long. All day. I'm open all night long. All night long. All night long. Always. I'm open all day. All day. All day. All day. I'm open all night. All night. All night, always, man. Give it up. Where Curtis Brown at? Curtis, you in the park today? I don't know if some of y'all know this or not. I'm going to say this real quick. But my boy, Curtis Brown, his mama was a fixture in this park at one of those barbecue stands serving every year. And unfortunately, we lost her last night. So I just want to, not even a whole minute, can we just give 10 seconds to Mrs. Brown one time, please? Moment of silence, please. One time. 10 seconds, please. Curtis Brown and the rest of the Browns from Santa Cruz, California, to you, we love you. We offer your support, or you our support, and we send our condolences. Thank you, Santa Cruz.
Good job, brother. Good job. Let's give it up again for Rich Tycoon.
I wanted to do another warm shout out to all of our sponsors that made today possible. From the City of Santa Cruz to the London Nelson Center, All Original Media, Sure Thing Productions, the Arts Council of Santa Cruz, Black Health Matters, Abby Mustafa and the Santa Cruz Equity Collab, Community Foundation Santa Cruz, Reggie Stevens Foundation, Black Surf Club Santa Cruz, Tribe First, Tia McCord, Santa Cruz Warriors, Cabrillo College, Santa Cruz Public Libraries, and the MA. Woo!
I'll say it. What? I'll start. Oh. So y'all, I need to give some gratitude. We need to give some gratitude for a woman who has been putting on this event for 20 plus years. 20 plus years of commitment to this event. She doesn't know we're doing this, so. So I want to thank Anna. Come up. Come up here, Anna. Her and her brother, David. Yeah, let's give it up. Let's make some noise. Come on, people. Come on. Louder.
Louder.
Come on, I want to see everyone cheering right now. Come on. Stand up if you can. Come on, people. Come on. Come on. She's been putting this on for 20 plus years.
Yeah!
With her brother David.
Yes! David knows.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you for
making this happen every year. Every year.
Every single year.
Try not to cry. Thank you, Santa Cruz. David and I have been here almost over 30 years, and this is our community, and we really love it, and we love everybody who's come out today and has supported through all these years. There's been a lot of people and who've held it down, and I really appreciate seeing all your beautiful faces, and I hope that you'll investigate, if you don't know, what Juneteenth's really about, and liberation, and also about London Nelson. You've heard a lot today. I hope you will continue to support the center and come out next year and think about what you're going to do this next year to promote freedom within ourselves and our community. So thank you all so much.
Let's make some noise. Come on, people. I want to hear loudness. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. So much gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to thank our great MCs. Let's hear it for them. Bella and Thomas, who've really held it down this whole day. And all the performers, everyone who graced the stage. Yes. It's been a blessing. And Juneteenth is alive. Freedom is alive here in Santa Cruz. So let's keep doing this.
Ashe.
All right, let's give it up for General Flint. Holding it down with the beats.
Yo.
Come on. All right, you can go home, but you can't stay here.